Welcome to my training, where I'm trying to train every day to become more capable and maybe inspire you to take some action to help yourself, help someone else, whatever you can do. So at the beginning of the day, I alternate between pistol squats and some leg scissors. Pretty normal superset, I'd say. Being outside is great. Training barefoot is good, helps undo some of the damage by conventional shoes that kind of squeeze your feet. I recorded most of my training. I did do some stretching, a lot of stretching actually, not recorded. And I'm sorry I didn't get that. It's mainly my shoulders. I didn't do my hips, as my hips are kind of tired. And I'm going to take like a week or two off of any major hip work. The stretches I did were air chair stretches, where I try to stretch out both of the shoulders with a towel and then stretch them out against the ground. I've done them before, so if you've seen some of my past nighttime stretches, you have somewhat of an idea of what I had done. So it's good to get to know what parts of your body you're tired. So for me, the prime movers are tired. It was the hips. So that doesn't mean I can't do anything below the hips. It just means that a lot of the big explosive power movements are off the table to focus on recovery. So I can still do some walking. I can still do some squats, as most of that is in the glutes or the legs or the lower leg, and doesn't really involve the hips as much as like a flare, doing the splits, some horse stance work. But it's also good to, know what helps recover you, how to just do some gentle movement like walking, or some stretching, or sitting on the floor while you're watching TV, or just have some moment to rest. Here, this is the baby deer family that likes to come by. They're getting a little bit bigger, as you can tell. These are the babies, and they're starting to be slightly bigger. I'm glad I discovered how to do some rows close to home that use the slack line, so I can do them outside. I can do them against a tree, but this is a little bit easier to work them. I found out that I can actually get a full stretch and contraction if I spread my arms out pretty wide. So maybe I'll work archer pull-ups next time, bodyweight rows next time. But the push-ups are good and the pull-ups are good, just to get the blood pumping and kind of solidify some of the body that might get underworked in some heavier compound movements like the handstand push-ups or some of those handstands. I've noticed that my elbows are responding to a lot of the stretching, as I think there's been a lot of tension running through them, because I mainly do straight arm skills or skills that don't really put the elbows through a full range of motion. So the shoulder stretching with the towel, the shoulder jump rope that I've made a tutorial for, and the tutorial for shoulder stretches, are incidentally also stretching out my arms quite a bit. So this is the kind of the bodybuilding block that I program in, but it was not a very good session. I couldn't quite give any amount of effort. I mean, I could give effort, but I couldn't really hit the weights like I wanted to. So sometimes you don't have like the best, training session, but I did it. I tried, and over enough time that those tries will add up, and we'll make something substantial. So that's why it's important to do something consistently. Exponential growth, Albert Einstein said, was the eighth wonder of the modern world. So just small improvements on anything over a long enough time will compound, and you'll get exponential returns. So hopefully you can look into, what exponential graphs are. I heard that the human mind is unable to comprehend exponential growth, compounding interest and growths. So hopefully you'll be able to see it if you stick with the channel long enough. And I don't do much beyond this. Even with the pull-ups and the dips, I wasn't really able to push it to a substantial level, but I did some. It was good practice. So make sure to leave a like. That really helps out the channel. Also leave a comment and subscribe. Farewell.